Welcome to another episode on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be installing a factory trailer brake control module in this 2018 Ram 1500. So this should cover all 4th gen Ram 1500s, 2500s, and 3500s. Let's go ahead and get started. I've owned several 4th and 5th gen Ram trucks, and a lot of them haven't had trailer brake control modules, so I've had to do this several times. Just go on eBay. You can buy the whole kit here for, I think it was 250 bucks, somewhere around there. So you get your control module, your gain selector, and manual override, a bracket, and some screws, and instructions. So putting it in isn't that difficult. Now what you will need, you'll need to code the truck. So I use an OBD Link MX Plus and a tablet with Alfa OBD on it. And we need to turn on about 4 settings in the truck for it to work correctly. And since how it comes with instructions, you can follow through pretty easily. There's a couple screws, and then you unclip the trim panels, plug in a few things. Shouldn't take too long. The biggest issue I've had before is mounting this bracket on the 4th gen trucks. It's kind of a pain where it's up under the dash. All right, well, lighting is always a challenge in here. But first step, disconnect the battery. Step 2, remove our rubber mat. And then we've got T20 or T25, let's see, T20. We have 2 screws in the top. And then there's a rubber mat and another screw. At least there used to be a screw in there. No, there's no longer a screw in there. The last time I did this on a 4th gen truck, there's a screw in there, and the instructions say there's a screw in there. So now you just grab and pull. Grab, pull, and rotate down. Now that the trim is removed, so this is the connector for the trailer brake control module. So it's in a blank right now, so we just unplug that, and then we've got 4 screws, 2 here and 2 over here, and the whole switch panel will pull out, and then we can remove that blank and put the switch cluster in it. All right, I've got the brake control switch installed. That didn't take very long. One thing that's interesting about Chrysler vehicles, at least this generation truck, it seems like they all get the exact same wire harness. We've got a random plug into a blank over here, which I'm guessing is for 4-wheel drive, since how that's right below it. And then over here, we've got another blank that they just had stuffed up in there, which is behind where you would get a power inverter. So I'm guessing you could just swap out this storage bin for the inverter, plug this in, go into the BCM and tell it power inverter present, and have the 115 volt outlet in the dash. I could check on that later. But let's move under the dash and we'll install the control module. First thing we need to do is to remove 2 screws. Bottom of the kick panel, 7mm. It just unclips. We can lay it down out of the way. My apologies, the lighting is terrible. Seems like no matter what light I have, it's never in the right spot, or it's too bright, or not bright enough. And we need to figure out where this bracket goes. It looks like here is our... there's one of the plugs. Maybe that's the other one. Yeah, these are the 2 that we need. So we've got another just random plug that goes to something not optioned on this truck. And we'll just tuck that back out of the way. This way. I think it goes there. Now I remember why I hated doing these. Because for whatever reason, the brain trust over at Chrysler has the screws go from the backside this way. It would be so easy to install this if you install the screws from this side towards the passenger side. But no, you got to install them passenger side towards driver's side because the bracket is threaded. What a bunch of morons. All right, well, I just drilled out the holes a little larger and put cable ties through it. There we go. I do give kudos to Chrysler, though, for having pretty much every truck pre-wired to do a bunch of different things. So you can add trailer brake controllers, you can add all sorts of other things, and then all you have to do is code the truck. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put in the security bypass cable. So starting in, I think, 2018, Chrysler made some updates to the electrical system, and you'll see under the dash here, there's now a green and a white block. And we need to plug in our security bypass cable. Let me explain, hopefully a little more clearly, about the security bypass cable. So this cable is from a DT truck. I've used it on 3 DT trucks that I've had. And it has, so you have the piece that goes to your OBD reader, and then it comes up and plugs into the OBD port for the truck. And then this DT cable has 2 pigtails that come off of it. So on a DT truck, you plug the green plug into the white connector, which is similar to this, and you plug the white connector on the pigtail to the green block on the DT trucks. So on the DS trucks, the green one just kind of hangs out here. You don't do anything with it. You only connect the white one to the green block. Now, why the colors are opposite, I don't know, but it just is the way it is. And once you do that, then you're able to use AlfaOBD to get into the 2018 and forward half-ton trucks and the classic models. All right, so key on. Need to go into AlfaOBD. Connected, RAM, 1500 DS, body computer, 2018 PowerNet, connect. Now it says connected. I gave an error before. So now we go into the little car with the hood. Then select procedure to start, scroll towards the bottom, car configuration change. Whoop. The truck. Okay, so customer set menu, trailer select, CSM present, yes. Start. Next. Let's see if it'll actually write without an error. Ah, procedure complete. All right, so the next option is the trailer name. So I'll just type in trailer. Customer set menu 2, trailer name, CSM present. Yes, start. Next. Procedure complete. Trailer again. trailer, customer set menu to trailer type. Yes, start, next. Procedure complete. And then the fourth one is, we'll just type in ITBM for integrated trailer brake module, PT chassis net, blah, blah, blah. Enabled, start, next, procedure complete. Okay, so now we will back out of everything here. Turn off the truck and let it sit for a little bit. All right, giving it about 10 minutes. Let's see. And it's working. Got our gain showing up there. Now it should show up over here in settings. Yep, trailer brake. Trailer 1, 2, 3, 4. And in here we should get, I think we get a trailer menu in here. Trailer tow. Yep. That's all there is to it. A few plugs, a few screws. And I guess all I have to do now, I just need to clip this back in and put the 2 screws in. I put the kick plate back in and we'll be done. So thanks for watching this video, and like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with other projects around the garage.